Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Now, as we all know, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl are the new Generation 4 remakes coming out this year. But of course, as with all new games, there could be problems that we are going to see when they are released, and these games are no exception. In my opinion, I think they're going to be great, but there are a few things that could definitely ruin them. So today, we're going to be going over 5 different things that could ruin Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Make sure to drop a like down below if you're excited for the video. Leave a comment, what do you think could ruin the new Generation 4 remakes, and subscribe if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this channel. Keep you up to date with everything to do with Pokemon as well. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and take a look at what I think could ruin BDSP. So, starting things off as one of the first things that I think could ruin Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl is that this is the first game that these new developers are working on. Now, of course, while it's great to see fresh faces take a stab at the main series games, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl are ILCA's first real games they're taking on as a whole. Before this, the closest thing that they had worked on for Pokemon is the Home Cloud Storage app, which obviously is another reason why people think that Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Pokemon Home will have integration, because they're both literally being made by the same company. So every studio obviously has to start somewhere, so things could turn out well for their first endeavors. But it understandably also raises some concern over how these games may be handled. Remakes are standard in this series, and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl are another pair of the highest tier fan favorites, so it is somewhat bold to give the new studio the development control over the new games. People have been wanting these Generation 4 remakes for as long as I can remember, and pawning them off onto another company it is very, very bold for Pokemon to do, so hopefully they don't mess them up. Coming up next is another worrying thing about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is the smaller scope and the smaller scale. Now obviously it makes sense for these games now outsourced to fresh-faced developers would be given a more small-scale scope, and it even has a nice charm to it, which mirrors the days of the DS. I do like the chibi forms now, the style, everything like that. I'm not gonna lie, I was very surprised when I first saw it during the Pokemon Presents, but after watching the trailer countless times, they have definitely grown on me, and now I'm quite excited to see them in the finished product. However though, while Sword and Shield understandably underwhelmed given the hardware the developers had to work with, and compared to other Nintendo Switch games that are even larger scale, the scope and art style approach to these upcoming remakes will make some wary. Even though at the end of the day, people complained about Sword and Shield graphics, people are complaining about the chibi style graphics, I feel like Pokemon also can't win, so what are they supposed to do? Anyway, it could also be seen as a case of beggars can't be choosers, but it is possible this downsizing may hurt it quality-wise. In terms of past remakes, world and character proportions similar to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they may prove better. Only time will tell. We'll have to wait when the finished product does come out later this year. Coming up next as another worrying thing about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl is that these games are going to be too faithful. Now, when it comes to remakes, fans of the game in question may prefer a scale 1-to-1 adaptation, everything the same, they just want it to look nicer, while others want one that builds upon it by adding meaningful changes to coincide with the modern age. With respect to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the description of the games being meant to be as faithful as possible could also hurt the quality. Quality of life improvements aside, engaging new innovations are largely wanted, as Sinnoh with modern day features and changes is a great opportunity. It's possible that the Platinum Regional Dex is also included. We did already see Porygon Z in the trailer. Now we know that this Pokemon wasn't available in the original Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Pokedex, so the fact that it is in the remakes shows that there are going to be Platinum aspects in the Generation 4 remakes. But if these games are too faithful, then fans may miss out on any original innovations that make these more than just Diamond and Pearl with superficial facelifts. At the end of the day, they kind of have to do something new to these games. I think a lot of people are going to be annoyed if it's literally the exact same game with no improvements and it just looks nicer, because that's not what people have been waiting for. People have been waiting for remakes for a long time of Diamond and Pearl, and they want them to be something special. And I really hope that they don't mess up on them, because I'm really excited for these games and I really want them to be good. Coming up next is something else that could ruin Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and building on the last thing that we just spoke about is all about the modern touches. Fairy types, for example. Will these Generation 4 remakes have fairy typing? They weren't in the original games. These are faithful remakes. Does that mean that they are going to cut this new typing from the game? Also, as well as that, shiny odds obviously got cut down to 1 in 4,000 in Generation 6, but obviously in Generation 4 they were 1 in 8,000. Does that mean that shiny hunting is now going to be a lot harder? We did have radar chaining in those games, but will that be improved on? Will we have no more shiny hunting methods? We'll have to wait and see for that. Also, HMs as well. HMs were, of course, in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, but they have been cut for as long as I can remember. So will HMs also be back in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? There are a lot of different things that have changed in these games that may not be in them now, because obviously they are faithful remakes. So we'll have to wait and see for that. I really hope that they do kind of just give it the modern touch that the game has now. So no HMs, fairy types there, shiny odds are good. I hope they all do that. Obviously, we won't know until the games are out, but fingers crossed they don't mess these up. Finishing things off though, as one of the last worrying things about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl are them just getting rid of all of the new mechanics completely. So aside the quality of life improvements, there were some bigger innovations going beyond just convenience that fans would surely love to return. Most of these unfortunately seem likely of getting axed given their stance on faithfulness. Mega Evolutions are fan favorites from Kalos and were pushed aside in Alola until the post-game before getting axed completely in Galar. So does that mean that the Mega Evolutions will not return in these games? We'll have to wait and see. These could make it in, of course, though perhaps with no new forms. Meanwhile, regional variants introduced with the Alolan forms and the Galar forms breathe fresh air life into the older Pokemon, taking real-world inspiration to alter the designs and the typings. All of these new things that were happening in the recent games could just all be cut completely. It's going to be very worrying to see what happens with these games, and we all just still really want to know how much they actually are implementing the faithfulness of the original Pokemon Diamond and Pearl games into the Generation 4 remakes. I hope that they are just meaning that the buildings, the towns, the cities, or the characters, they're all just going to stay the exact same, because it does say on the website they're going to be having modern touches. So I'm hoping that is to do with the fairy type, the shiny odds, the mega evolutions, all these things that people do want to see in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are going to be actually in the games and they don't get scrapped completely. But with that though, it does wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Sorry it was a little bit of a pessimistic video. I will definitely go over 5 things that could make Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl incredible, because I am really excited for the games. It's just I do want to hit both sides of the argument when it comes to talking about the new Generation 4 remakes. So of course, leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Do you agree with my list? Do you think something else could ruin the games? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I want to know your opinions on it, and subscribe if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this channel. That's everything from me though. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.